Speaking of flamenco, let's dive into that. Holy fuck.
This is gonna be cancer, dude. This is like the worst. Like, I thought the Flam shit was over, and somehow I like astroturfed it accidentally into like the worst fireball yet of his career. And it wasn't even like, I was just like casual shit talking on stream, and then it just spiraled like over the course of like 24 hours.
So obviously Flamenco broke the news, right, for DMCAing somebody. In fairness, the person did just re-upload a debate between Flamenco and Tom or whatever. But still, DMCAing somebody, even if you're in the legal right to do so in our community, but especially in Flam's community, is like kind of crazy too. Especially if you're a big fan of Mediker, who's super pro like archiving, you know, having everybody archive your shit. Mediker literally says, re-upload my shit, monetize it, I don't give a fuck.
Not just that, but Flamenco is an avid Kiwi Farms user, and Kiwi Farms' whole motto is archive everything, document everything. They've definitely documented his own content, and I'm sure he would have an issue if someone were to DMCA Kiwi Farms. He would freak out about that.
Right, yeah.
Imagine if Keffels DMCA'd Kiwi Farms, and he was like, oh, well, legally, you know, if someone was like, legally she's in the right, he would be like, well, obviously she's trying to hide shit, and that's not cool, and internet etiquette and all this. Like, he would never stand for that.
Flamenco's justification for this was he was directly using my audio. I heard my TTS donations. So, yep, Flamenco did DMCA somebody who re-uploaded the debate, and boy, was this fucking crazy. Now, he has filed a request for a retraction, and we'll get into his statement on the matter. He actually had two statements on the matter. One of them was a little bit more direct than the other.
I DMCA'd that guy that just ripped my audio without any commentary or transformative nature to it. Yeah, I 100% did that. If you're gonna take my shit and not add anything to it, like, no, that's not fair use, my dude.
The weed music.
I don't think a gay little image is transformative enough, bro.
Wait a minute, so he DMCA'd somebody for audio, not even visuals. So somebody took audio from his stream, put an image over it, and then he struck them, and then he filed a retraction.
That's what he did.
Basically, after he got owned.
I just don't see why even do that. Like, does he think that they're gonna make money on it? I mean, it's probably like a channel with like. Okay, don't show that.
The wrong fucking screenshot. Hold on.
It's probably a channel with like 20 subscribers, like that's not even monetized. Why is he taking down other people's uploads of it? Like, does it even matter? Is he just ass mad?
Well, I mean, obviously, so
like, why even go to the effort of it? You know,
he's saying that he's protecting his copyright. This is what he said, and then we'll get into what I think happened here. So Flamenco put out a statement on YouTube and said, "My understanding of things is that if you want to expect to have your copyright acknowledged, you have to aggressively pursue violations of it when you see it. YouTube notified me of a stream having 100% match in audio of someone that just bulk uploaded the entirety of my stream with zero transformative aspects of commentary. I did not strike the video. I opted for the 7-day option, giving the guy the chance to take it down with zero penalty to his channel. But now people that have zero aversion to blatantly lying about me, I have rescinded the strike and will not pursue any copyright claim going forward for any blatant and willful violation of my copyright so I can avoid further defamation."
I just don't get, like, why even
care?
Why even take it, like, what? Yeah, why even take it down? Why even try to get it taken down? I remember when this happened, I was like,
because it takes away
the Keenashe, and I was like, there's no way he would, first of all, take it down under his real legal name, and second of all, like, why even go to the effort of it? Like, that takes like time out of your day to do, you know what I mean?
It wasn't the whole stream, it was just a debate?
Yeah, it was just the debate, I believe.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, to me, he's doing it because he doesn't want people watching a re-upload instead of giving the views to his channel, because I don't think you've posted on your end, right?
I'm about to, though. Like, I'm going to. There's no way he would take mine down, right?
He'd have to be a real mega idiot to do that, because he doesn't own your stream. Technically, he does own his stream, which is why he can legally get away with this, right? But again, Kiwi Farms, Mediker, no matter what. I mean, and he keeps like making these targeted statements towards like me and Nick. He's like, oh, well, the moment that I see Augie get away with this, I'm gonna be really shocked. It's like, dude, I've literally always said, I don't fucking care if people re-upload my videos or my streams to YouTube. Now, if you monetize it, I think that's gay, because that's my work. But if you want to just repost it, I don't give a fuck. Because it's like, what do I lose by that? First of all, I have somebody freely archiving my shit. But then second of all, I don't lose anything from that. If somebody watches a re-upload of my channel and likes the content, then they're gonna subscribe to my channel, right? They're not gonna sub to the random person that re-uploaded it. They're gonna sub to me, right? If people watch my content posted somewhere else on the internet, that only benefits me, right? Am I
And everyone understands that that's how the internet works too. Like Andrew Tate, like the most famous person in the world, got famous because of people re-uploading his stuff. Imagine if he was like taking down other people's uploads of his shit because of copyright. Like no one would care about him. No one would know who he is. Yeah, it's insane. Like why even care?
He was trying to dig up you saying you'd strike paywalled content to try and own you as a hypocrite. Well, yeah, paywalled shit. I have to do that because obviously if I'm offering content that's behind a paywall and then somebody re-uploads that, they just fucked over my entire subscriber base. That's a completely different take.
That literally takes it away from your fans as well, who pay to see it, and then people who don't pay can see it automatically. So that's completely different.
But if you're making
totally different.
If you're making free content, I mean, yeah, sure, you can strike it. A lot of people do strike re-uploads. I don't even blame them if they don't. I just think it's weird in Flamenco's case because, like, just the community that he's involved in, his past takes on things. Hasn't he literally advocated for people clipping his stuff before? Hasn't he said he's okay with that? Hasn't this happened before anyway? When he was, like, a lot bigger? Weren't people clipping him up?
Didn't he get on Ralph's ass for DMCAing, or was it a different circumstance?
He did get on Ralph's ass for DMCAing, but the Ralph thing is a little bit different because Ralph did strike a stream that was with commentary. Flam struck basically a clip. I think both cases are wrong, but obviously I think striking commentary is worse, but still, I mean, it's just, I mean, this is behavior I would expect from literally anybody except for Flamenco, given where he's at. You know, like why? Sure. So of course, accidentally, in the most Flamenco way possible, in revealing his email address that he used to strike this person down, it was found out that apparently he was using it to buy hookers in 2019, or sorry, 2018. Oh. So that was that was a little fucking revelation that happened there. On top of that, apparently one of Flamenco's mods started going apeshit towards Tom. Said, "Hey, thanks for retweeting Tom's new account. Now I can report it for ban evasion and relentlessly harass him."
This guy also called me a pedophile repeatedly.
Yeah.
And claimed that I was, I think he claimed I was dating that girl Courtney, but he was saying that I like groom children on Discord. There was a ton
Does
of
he actually
shit
think that she's like 10 or something? Is that like the what?
I think, honestly, I think he just is like a schizo who just like thinks it's funny to like lie, which is like, it's whatever, but I don't think he actually thinks she's 10, no.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up.
He was also saying he's gonna flag down my Twitter account because I was tweeting about Flamenco.
Pretty fucked up of him considering the person he moderates for is Tom's his best.
Wait, Courtney in the chat literally says he thought I was 14. So Alex then says, "What do I have to do to get you guys to forgive me? Hey, thanks for retweeting Tom's new account. Now I can report it for ban evasion and relentlessly harm him." Kinoche says he was an adult when he read Boy Soprano. Mufa then responds, "And Boy Soprano isn't real, and people can change drastically even in their adulthood."
This is referencing like honestly, I haven't read it, so I don't know what it is, but everyone is telling me that it's like a Shotokan manga that he was reading or whatever and getting off to, but I don't know if that's the case. Shotokan, for those who don't know, is like the male equivalent of like lolly, so like a little boy anime, but I don't know what the deal is with that. I haven't read it. And I'm trying to avoid that, to be honest with you, so I'm just relying on other people's reports of that.
This is him. Oh yeah, the same mod you were talking about. This is him calling Tipster just a fucking pedo out of nowhere. Right? So this guy
You're fat and you touch kids, so I don't know, man. Can you be helped? Maybe you just need to end it all. I heard that you can cure the illness that's plaguing you. Lol.
What the fuck, dude?
No, you just touch kids.
Don't
just
you?
Completely random.
Imagine if Tipster was just like, "Yeah, what about it, bitch?"
It's like, no.
He's like, "I touch kids and eat menudo."
You mad, homie?
You mad, homie?
You mad kids like my menudo, homie?
Puts like a Family Guy gif of him putting like sunglasses on.
This is Flamenco talking to Izzytan about me. So he says, "At the end of the day, Augie still decided to back a deranged faggot that lives with his mom over his supposed friend."
Okay, and my issue with this is like Flamenco's entire, and this is something I realized about his worldview. His worldview has nothing to do with what people say or do. It's about who is the worst person on paper. So it's like, okay, at the time he understood our criticisms, but now because everything has come out about Salvo, well now, okay, it's a bad look for Augie because
why would
Salvo
it be a
was
bad look
person
for me?
the whole time.
That's like the funny part, right? Because he was saying I was running damage control. I saw him on post. He was like, "Look at Augie running damage control," because he found a tweet of me shitting Salvo. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, like I said, this is the reason, because his entire worldview is based on like who's winning the internet war at the time. So right now it's not cool to back Salvo. So automatically he's like, well, Augie backs Salvo, and I don't think Salvo's cool or anything. But
wait. Salvo's the deranged faggot that lives with his mom. I thought he was talking about like Nick. I thought he was mad at Nick.
I figured he was talking about how is Nick deranged though? If he is talking about Nick.
Well, I don't know, but Flamenco would think that Nick's deranged. Flamenco thinks that Nick was running a campaign to like ruin his life or whatever. But it is a good point because I don't know who he's necessarily talking about here. It could be Nick or Salvo.
I think it is.
Even in our whole debate, he was constantly like, so why would you defend Kepler? So why would you defend Salvo? Why are you running defense for Kepler? Why are you running defense for Salvo? And like none of that is even tangentially related to what's going on. His entire perspective on the world is built on like these like two sides, right? Yeah. You're either with Flamenco or you're with like his enemies, which are like Keples and Xanderhall.
I don't know, man. It's fucking bizarre. So there's him doing that over there. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is the tweet. Yeah. Damage control time because
damage. Like, wait, what?
I fundamentally, this doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand this
like, you're just saying you got sent screenshots, so you're not even necessarily shitting on Salvo in that tweet. You're just saying, I got proof.
It's also funny that he thinks that, like, you would have to run damage control to defend yourself against him, who no one cares about.
Yeah, right. Oh, shit. Damage control time.
Here is him talking. This is a bunch of shit from his server about his thoughts on Nick. So he says, Augie and Nick's harem of 14-year-old schizos. I say Nick does. Lol, I got banned from Augie's server for bringing up Nick Tardringling Kino. Don't say that about Nick's new bestie. It's just like constantly fucking name dropping him in the fucking server. I mean, Augie and Double Stuff were talking about getting me kicked off Cozy.
Double Stuff?
This is just, I don't know.
Is that real?
So a while back, Flamenco did like this retarded thing where he gave Medicare his like cozy.tv stream key.
I remember that, yeah.
But then he told his Discord server that he did that. And me and Nick were just saying on stream, we're like, are you retarded? Now Nick is obviously gonna ban you. And this prank that you wanted to pull off is never gonna happen. So I guess
he takes that as you, or the way he misconstrues that is you trying to get him banned from Cozy, which is actually like he tried to get himself banned from Cozy and you laughed at his retarded action. He hates you guys, dude. He constantly, like, in these little Hugbox Discord server, he constantly talks about Augie, about Nick. I guess I'm probably one of the people in there now who he just like types about constantly. He's like, oh, this fat faggot.
Dude, look at this right here. Flamenco has 3 pages worth of messages saying Nick, 2 pages of Diorio, 4 pages of Augie, and 2 pages of Double Stuff in his Discord server.
Double Stuff, 2 pages of Double Stuff. I fucking love that. Holy shit.
I also love that, like, his only go-to is just like personal insults. You guys know what Flamenco looks like. He's in no position to throw personal insults at anyone about their looks, okay? If you put him and Nick side by side, Nick is infinitely more attractive, despite his girth, okay? I'd say because of his girth, he's more attractive than Flamenco. Flamenco's not a very attractive person in any respect. Even if he was like thinner, I don't think he would be. No. So I don't know why he's obsessed with like the personal attacks when look at him. You don't even need to say it. You don't even need to say it, okay? You know.
Nick is better looking, unironically.
All right, do you guys want to watch Gator try to give Flamenco the? This is what I would have been doing. All right, if I was still friendly with Flamenco, Gator calls into Flamenco's stream and confronts him about DMCAing somebody.
Oh, fireside chat?
Let's take a look.
Well, yeah.
Dude, what the actual fuck are you doing?
Yeah, so the guy clipped the, like, entire argument without any commentary or anything, like, to change it whatsoever, and then just uploaded a blanket onto his channel.
Yeah. And you had a fucking conniption fit at Ralph for DMCAing someone over literally the same thing. What the fuck are you doing?
When Ralph does it, it's when people are covering his specific episodes and commentating on it. Like I said before, if the guy had just like done anything, like even saying like this is gay or something.
Dude, watch me be the guy that gets the fucking strike for this.
Like every, oh my god, seconds, probably. That's transformative. He's adding something to it. But like, if you're gonna just upload something that you didn't add anything to, then that is a direct competition to something that I already have on my channel, then yeah, you have to like defend your copyright.
I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have the right to do it. I'm just saying it's fucking...
Yeah, didn't Ralph DMC the fuck out of T-Clips? Yeah, Ralph DMC'd T-Clips so much that the channel got like banned or whatever. And the reason that he did it, that he argued, was that T-Clips was going after his like bottom line or whatever. Was going after his income by posting these fucking clips. And he doesn't like T-Clips anymore, so he retracts permission to clip his shit, and then he struck T-Clips' channel down, right? That was around the same time I think Flamenco broke the Ralph bridge. So to see him like now like get all like, listen to the way that he speaks and justifies himself. Like this doesn't sound like these words should be coming out of Flamenco's mouth. Like talking about protecting copyright and stuff like that. When have you ever heard Flamenco talk about this before? I don't know, man. This is just fucking crazy.
Yeah. Whenever I see Flamenco talk and say things sometimes, I think like he would hate, like, if there was an alternate version of himself from like 3 months ago and he was reacting to it, not knowing it's him, he'd probably like shit on him because everything's just so inconsistent.
Then anybody has the ability to just like blanket upload something that I already put on there without any fucking transformative aspect to it whatsoever.
I mean, I get it. I mean, you're, like I said, you're well within your right to do it.
Yeah.
But like, did you
and also,
not stop and think that it's going
just
to
to be
give
clear,
them ammunition?
just to be clear, I didn't strike the person. There's two options that you have when it comes to DMCA claims on people. You can either immediately take down the video, which does result in a strike, or you give them a chance to take it down themselves without any penalty to their channel.
Did that just make no sense to anyone else? Wait, what? I feel like the two... What?
There's two ways to copyright strike something. You either give them a claim and it gives them like a notice to take down the video, or it just takes down the video automatically and gives them a strike.
There's another way. You can just claim it and collect the revenue. That's a third way.
Oh yeah, that too.
We're seeing how this conversation is going. I'm gonna skip ahead a few minutes and see where it goes because I mean they're just debating copyright stuff. You know, they're starting out. I want to see like where the conversation goes.
Apt comparison because T-Clips actually edits the thing and puts like...
Oh, he's talking about Wait, T-Clips edits it? What? That has to be a cope, dude. T-Clips' channel is literally clips of other people's streams. Again, legally, you can DMCA a lot of shit. It's just like in this fucking community, everyone's supposed to be against that.
A humorous bent to it entitled. Like we've already established with the Sargon thing, that even like that sort of editing is more a like transformative aspect to it. People aren't going to watch the person who T-Clips is clipping. They're going to watch T-Clips make fun of the person no, T-Clips doesn't make fun of people. It's a clip channel. That's a cope. That's such a cope. Again, if there had been any fucking editing whatsoever, then I wouldn't have fucking done it. Because there's like...
Someone in live chat comment what the song is because I've heard it before and it goes hard, but I don't know what it is. Someone tell me what the song is.
Good one.
I don't know, dude. I still think it's just fucking gay. Like why is it, like I get that you don't like the guy and that he's like an A-log or whatever, but still, like the last thing you need to do is just attract that kind of negative attention because everybody already like fucking hates you now, and you don't need
but they already
to make more people hate you.
I get it, but like I'm just done caring about these fucking people. I really
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, like, that's gonna age well.
I'm done.
Well, if you were done, then you wouldn't have gotten into a stupid argument in Tommy C's chat and then continued.
No, I'm done after. I'm done after yesterday. I'm done after
now.
Yesterday. Really? No way. I swear he said that before. I swear he has. I don't know where or when, but
you've been done.
I thought he left the internet.
Yeah, and then he's like, "I'm gonna come back with a fresh start. I'm putting all this all behind me, right?"
Like 50 times before. Like this is an intervention, Flamenco. You need to
I know.
From the YouTube commentary community.
What I learned yesterday is that like nothing that these people say like is things that they believe. They just will fucking lie whenever it suits them. So there's absolutely zero.
You're talking about us?
Yes.
How have we, dude? He's so lost. He's
Bro,
so
I heard him say on
dude.
stream or whatever. He's like, yeah, and then Augie's like stream where he like lied about every single point. I'm like, what did I lie about? I think I asked that in his chat.
Was
like,
it
what did I lie
in time
about?
when he admitted that he was wrong about everything? Didn't that used to be the case?
Yeah,
like
no,
he admitted he got owned.
No, he only did it with me.
Right,
he only did that with me. Like, remember his debate with
after
Aiden?
your stream, he was like, "Oh, everything Augie said was good," and now he's saying it's all lies on about the same stream.
Well, he's talking. I assume he's talking about the manifesto stream, right?
Yeah.
Which he claims he's now seen. Before, like for months, he said he never saw it or whatever. I even told him, I was like, you should probably watch this. Now he claims that he's seen it, but I just lied in it, but then he never says what I lied about, right? And he always just says
I thought
that.
he saw it and liked it.
Whenever Flamenco, notice this by the way, whenever you see Flamenco mauled about me on like posts or whatever, he'll always like say like one of two things. Either that I'm a liar or that I fucked him over in favor of either Salvo or Nick, which Salvo makes no fucking sense. Nick makes a little bit more sense, but even still, like Nick hated Flamenco long before that whole saga. Nick literally told me in like February, dude, Nick literally told me like a year ago, literally last February, that he was done being on stream with Flamenco. He said, I hate Flamenco. This guy sucks. Every time I go on stream, he's annoying as fuck. I don't want to be on stream with him anymore, but you can still have him on streams. I just don't want to be on when you have him on. So at that point, and keep in mind, Flamenco comes on my streams more. He came on my streams more often at that point than Nick did, but Nick was like a more interesting draw for my chat because my chat likes Nick more than Flamenco. So at that moment in my head, that would have been the best opportunity for me to fuck over Flamenco. It's like, okay, well, if Flamenco's gonna get in the way of Nick, and Nick benefits me more on YouTube, then I guess I should fuck over Flamenco now so that I have Nick on stream more often. But I didn't do that, because that's insane thinking. That's like insane.
Yeah.
So he's just full of shit. He never pinpoints what the lie is about or what the lies are.
You really need to stick to that.
Yeah.
You really,
yeah, I am.
really,
I am.
really
I am
need to
100% sticking to that.
Because it's like fucking Game of Thrones over there. Like, all of them have their knives out ready to stab each other in the...
Augie was the second last person burned Flamenco despite a stab. Yeah, exactly. And what do I always get? I always get all this shit. They're like, you took too long to disavow Flamenco. And then on the other side, it's like, you fucked him over for money. It's like, okay, dude. All right, I can't win.
Knives Out or whatever. We've all been friends for like 5 years and like nothing has happened.
And
literally,
meanwhile...
Like, literally all of us have been friends. I've been friends with Nick for like 4 years. I'm friends with Augie for like 5 years. I've done Bowblax for like 3-4 years. Like, and none of us have ever like cut each other's throats out. Like, we're still here. It's just the retards who get burned. It's not everyone.
The back.
Yeah, and it's funny that he says like Knives Out, like Game of Thrones backstab, when he's literally an ex-host of the Kill Stream.
Well, dude,
my Ralph community. Like,
Doug, my stream on Flamenco came out after like 3 weeks of him just melting down and changing all his positions on shit and just fucking like, what I felt like honestly was just him lying on stream. And I was like, okay, this really seriously makes me reevaluate all the other shit you've said on stream and all the other shit that I've given you benefit of the doubt on. Because that's always how it would happen. Flamenco does something insane, then I confront him about it, and then I give him benefit of the doubt because it's like, well, don't do this again. And then he does crazy shit again. So at some point, it's like, okay, well, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're insane. You're crazy. You are crazy. And now he's out here DMCAing videos. Would he have ever done this like a year ago at the peak of the Ralph shit? Would he really have done that? I don't think so.
The front door like, hey guys, it's me again. And guess what? They all went for you. It's gonna keep fucking happening. Like, the story right now should be about Salvo drinking piss and like role-playing some weird creepy ass shit with Repsion's ex-girlfriend. Instead, it's Flamenco walked on the Tommy C show and looked like a retard and then got in a fight with Turkey Tom right after. That's what the story is. And now it's gonna be Flamenco put a copy strike on this dude's channel, even though I guess he's not getting a strike or whatever, but it looks really fucking gay.
Yeah.
You're making yourself their entire circle of content instead of Salvo. And giving yourself a loss where you would have otherwise had a win.
I mean, I still get a win from it. Like, even all this, like...
No, you don't! Dude, he's delusional! He's so fucking delusional! He's coping so hard. I think he's even convinced himself, which is the craziest thing. He thinks he got a win. No one likes you, dude! Even your own fans think you're fucking retarded, dude. Your entire comment section was filled with people calling you retarded. They would leave these long explanations of how you need to change your behavior, and you'd just be like,
what the fuck, dude?
I'm not the one who said I'm an internet celebrity. Well, even Tom was getting like frustrated with Nick's cackling. It's like, dude, you missed the point. You missed 30 points. You need to ride this fucking short bus for the rest of your life. I don't know how you go to the grocery store and function as a human being when you don't know fucking 2 from 4. You don't know how to do basic math. You have no brain. You have no fucking brain. Holy shit.
It was the same thing you were saying earlier where he thinks like an own on Salvo or Nick automatically means a win for him. No, it fucking doesn't. What? Like, just because like, your enemies suck
just
doesn't
this
mean...
like this way of like viewing like a situation. I mean, I could not imagine being in such a shitty situation and then being like, well, this one guy that made fun of me, like, you know, made a girl drink piss. So that is a W in my book here.
Yeah, that's a W for me.
In Flamenco's situation right now or whatever, it's like, the thing is like, he always blames everyone hating him for like the fucking things that people said about him. And let me just be clear here. I don't actually think, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't even really feel like giving him the charity, but I was gonna say, I don't think he's a pedo, but it's like, I don't really feel like giving him charity when he's like saying insane shit towards me. But at the same time, it's like, realistically, it's like, I don't think, maybe? I mean, 23 and jerking off to Boy Soprano, it's just fucking...
This is the thing, like...
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
The thing he uses to excuse that is like, oh, it's a hentai doujin, and I think he uses that because it's a term that no one really understands. That just means that you were reading hentai. That all that means is that you were reading weird hentai. And his also thing is like, it was 10 years ago, and it's like, okay, but 10 years ago, you weren't 13 like the rest of us. 10 years ago, you were fucking like, you were out of college. You were 23 years old. You were a man. Okay.
1 win and 4 losses, not a good ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there, kids. It's time for the
Real talk, I reckon you've gone a bit too far. Just retract the claim that took the video down, but keep the revenue.
Retract the claim that took the video down.
What's the point of reading the donation if you have to?
He's good with this, but leave it as it looks bad.
Good with this, but if you leave it be, it looks bad.
Well, Nibblestarf wants me to go like full fucking TND on these people.
TND, lol, true. First good thing he said the whole stream.
True.
I would say that's probably not the best move, though.
Oh my god, dude. I love how the chat's like now just gassing him with ideas. The chat's just like, dude, you should strike all these channels down. You should actually give them strikes.
They're just trying to get him to torpedo everything.
And then Flam brings it up like he's like, I mean, well, this guy suggests this idea. What do you think of this? And Gator's like, no.
The funny thing is, if enough people suggested that and he didn't have Gator on, he probably would start just striking all of us because he'd be like, well, you know, my chat thinks it's a good idea. Maybe I could get an own.
Yeah, next time, because it's like it's a slippery slope, right? Next time he can strike somebody with commentary and be like, well, they lied about me. They called me a pedo. It's like,
it's defamatory.
Well, yeah, it's defamation.
It's against bullying and harassment guidelines.
I have to protect my image as an online content creator. I have to protect that.
My reputation's on the line.
It's like, okay, dude, but we're getting into now. You can't ever stream about Ralph again. Remember all those streams where you called Ralph like a rapist or whatever? It's like you can't do that anymore. Then if that's your new position,
I guess I'll rescind it because it's just not worth the effort. Like unironically, I'm just tired of these people and their just complete willingness to just lie whenever it fucking suits them, and it's just fucking disgusting.
You opened the box and they came, Flamenco. That's what happened. You opened the box and they came.
Like Ethan Rogers is saying in the chat, like, am I gonna be beholden to the fucking whims of schizophrenics for?
Oh my god, dude! No way! Wait a minute. So its justification is, oh, these people suck, so it's okay to flag them. What? And again, the people in the chat are gassing up, giving them these terrible. I don't believe any of these people are genuine. They're like, no, Flamenco, you have to stop these guys. They're evil. They're telling him that so that he reads it and goes, maybe I should flag Augie or so. So he takes it a step further. What the fuck?
Like the rest of like
dude,
the time I stream. Like,
do I have? We're all at the beck and whim.
Yeah, Claire, if you want to come on, if you got Gator on Discord, sure.
And then everyone just starts joining the call and is like, dude, stop. And then he's like, why though? All right, I don't really care about this clip anymore. I think we've listened to the best parts. So this is some new shit that just came out today. This came out like literally like as soon as I hit the go live button. Now we've now been live for about 3 hours or whatever, but apparently some juicy shit is in here. The Flamenco files, part 1. Flamenco now believes if he finds a clip of Augie RFC DMCing paywalled content, oh yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier, everything will be okay. Smarter members of his Discord try to tell him to drop it and that eventually everything will be okay if he manages to get that exclusive W or whatever. So basically, remember how Flamenco yesterday was like, oh, Gator, don't worry, dude, I'm done interacting with these people. Because Gator thinks the source of the problem is like Flamenco is giving us attention. When in reality, that has nothing to do with the problem at all. The problem is that Flamenco does or says shit that's wrong. We talk about it, it's funny, you know what I mean? Like that's just how that works, right? But Gator's like basically saying, no, Flamenco, the commentary community is too toxic for you. You must leave it and not, you know, but whatever. Okay, sure. Maybe leaving the commentary community alone is probably a good idea, but no, this is from today. At Hikaru, do you remember when Augie openly admitted to DMCing re-uploads of his premium content? Now, I've never done that before, but I will. That's right. Because paywall content is you're entering a completely different fucking argument there. The whole point of a fucking paywall is so that you have a customer base of people that watches your shit. If somebody violates that paywall, not only are they fucking me over, but they're also fucking all my members over. So it's my obligation as the owner of the content to fucking stop that. But if I'm producing free content, stuff that you don't have to pay a fucking dime to watch, then it's public as far as I'm concerned. Again, other people have issues with re-uploading shit. For me personally, I don't think this channel is gonna last forever. So as many archives as I can get, I appreciate it. So what does his server say? Do they say anything about me? I see where this is going. You need to drop it. You've already taken the L here. This doesn't turn into a W by digging up proof that someone you admittedly think is a shitter. In fact, I will actually defend Augie in this one, since his Patreon content that you are specifically meant to pay for access to, which is a lot more relevant to claim than a free and public. Yes, see, exactly. Even his own server gets it. You need to be the one to break the cycle. Flam, you're doing, this is somebody else. Flam, you're doing the thing again. Your mindset is still wired in commentary. If I get this W, then everything is okay again. All this has been about your continued reaction to their deliberate misinfo to farm you. Well, that's not true. What is the misinfo? Because you can't
just... This is the thing, he never explains like what the misinfo is.
Yeah, and then his audience just hears it, and not that there's much of them, but the people that do listen to him hear that, and they're like, oh, Augie's lying. About what? Less smart members of Flamenco's Discord try to convince him that he really just needs a good night's rest and a regular sleep schedule and a lolly body pelt. What the fuck? What? Flam is fucking stupid and a loser. He deserves this. When people tell him not to do it, he still does it. Thinking he can fix stuff when he fucked the stuff himself. Why can nobody type? So it's just everyone just telling him. Flamenco, usually finding a comfort pillow that works for you helps a long way, as well as taking an hour before your sleep after getting off the computer. Blue light fucks with your sleep schedule. So his Discord server is literally giving him like fucking counseling, telling him to stop looking at blue light an hour before bed. You can also use those blue light filter glasses.
Holy shit.
Could you imagine Flamenco just putting on like
doctor or mom or something like fuck.
Dude, imagine Flamenco putting on like the tard glasses, like the anti-blue light glasses so that he can sleep peacefully.
He's wearing a weighted blanket.
This is just retarded. One member of Flamenco's Discord talks about his own experience with Chinese escorts after it came out Flamenco's DMCA email was linked to an escort site. Another brags that Flamenco is a real feminist for hiring escorts. Does Flamenco ever talk about this? I guess
isn't
not.
Flamenco anti-porn? Or anti-sex work? In
In
general, like OnlyFans and all that?
I would believe so, Bowblax. Actually, yes.
Wow. Well, at least he's not racist. He did get a Chinese escort.
RFC After Hours is a live trending issues and entertainment broadcast with co-host Bowblax, broadcasted every weekday, Monday through Friday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Central. The show is for entertainment purposes only. All chat messages and donations read are the words of the original messenger, and certain viewpoints expressed do not reflect that of myself or Bowblax.